I read all the way to the end, to the 5 best stories and 5 worst, and I loved it. And
Nice.
one of them made me burst into tears.
Which one? Tears?
The one with the pastrami and the beef.
That is my favourite. Do you know what? That's very good. Because that's proper comedy.
I think that's genius.
But that's proper comedy.
But no other people would react like that.
Okay.
Why do you react?
No, you're quite right.
Yeah.
Because actually, I was going to call this book For the Beauty. Sam and I were in New York and we'd blagged a trip from Channel 4 to New York. We had no idea what we were going to film. And we went to this place called Carnegie's Deli. Carnegie's Deli is just, it's one of those places where...
We'll leave that just so that no one goes there.
Yeah, but it's one of those delis where if you're in New York, it's like you go up the Empire State Building, you go to the whatever, and this is the place we go for the deli experience. So we sit down, and they've got these waiters. They're all like professional, straight out of Goodfellas. Like, hey, how you doing, guys? All this shit. And Sam and I sing this, and this guy comes up, and he goes, "What do you want?" And I said, "I'd like some, one of those big salt beef sandwiches." He goes, "You mean pastrami?" And I'm like, "Salt beef." He goes, "Pastrami." And I'm like, I'm not trying to make an argument here, but he was a bit of a character. And it turns out that I think English Jewish people, which I'm not, but I have no problem with Jewish people, call it salt beef, and in New York they call it pastrami. So he suddenly thought, hey, this is the way to have a go at the limeys. So he's like, you limeys, you wanted salt beef, it's pastrami. And I'm like, so this guy, he's trying to make us feel small and we're having big. So Sam and I laughing away. We immediately think, right, we're going to deal with this. So he comes back, and as he comes to bring me the dish of pastrami, I go, I would just like to say, my friend and I have been talking, and we've realised that we're tourists, and we've just come from London, come to New York, we don't realise the lingo, and we've made a terrible faux pas, and we've ordered salt beef when it's pastrami, and we'd just really like to apologise for any misunderstanding. And the guy's like, hey, who gives a shit? Because he's thinking, my thing's over, it's pastrami. I go, no, but it's just, we don't want you to think that we're Brits who've like been rude about Americans. He goes, hey buddy, who gives a shit? And he walks off. And then he comes back to bring something else. We go, I just want to really reaffirm that I meant no real problem with saying salt beef. I wasn't taking the piss out of New Yorkers, so I respect this pastrami. He's like, forget about it, it's no big deal. And then we got up to leave, and as we're going out, I go, just want to say as we're leaving here, I really hope there's no bad feeling between us with the salt beef pastrami misunderstanding, because it really wasn't. He's like, hey guys, fuck off, I don't give a shit. And I'm like, well, I'd just like to know your name. He goes, my name's John. I go, okay, we're just John, we both like to apologize, we're British, we really didn't mean it. He goes, hey, forget about it. So then from then on, we were in New York for a week. So the next day, we sent him a huge bouquet of flowers to John at this deli, just saying we're really sorry about the whole pastrami salt beef misunderstanding, and it's kind of like we're here for a week, but it's kind of ruined our holiday. Like, we're worrying that you misunderstood. And then we rang him up and said, hey, can we speak to John? He goes, yeah, sure, who is it? I go, it's the British guys. And so there's a long silence. He goes, yeah, hello. I go, yeah, hi. You probably don't remember us. We were the British guys. We sent you some flowers. He goes, what the fuck is this? I go, we just want to say we're trying to enjoy our New York experience, but we just feel so bad. He goes, fuck's sake, you guys, fuck off. So we'd ring up every day and apologise. And then that's what I love. It's like you couldn't film this, and like it would never work as a film thing. But Sam and I, it's now been 14 years, but about every 4 months, either Sam or I will send a postcard to the place just saying, guys, it's been, 16 years, and we're still really, my wife just left me, and I'm thinking it might have something to do with my issues regarding the salt beef and pastrami. And we finally, 15 years on, just after the book went out, I got a postcard from the guy who owns it saying to let us know that he had left employment at the deli and that we could stop selling it to him. So we've stopped now. I have no idea. I can't. If I could follow him, I would. But so that was.
But you got a
so that's what I kind of. That's what really makes me laugh. It's something so pointless and so kind of over the top, and it's like someone trying to get something on you, and you think, okay, you think you got something on me? I'll get something back on you. but I'm going to carry it on for 15 years, and I'm not going to do it for telly. It just makes me laugh, and no one else gets this. That's why it was nice writing the book, and you laugh about it. But before the book came out, I just ring Sam and go, "Is it your turn for the postcard or mine?" And it just
that's true.
No, it's totally true, and it's just
something that you keep to yourself.
Yeah, because there's nothing that makes me laugh more than something that's for the beauty. That's what we called it. It's not for anyone else.